All right, so this video is going to be directed to those who decided not to vote and those who decided to vote independent for one particular reason. And that reason being you decided not to vote because of Gaza, because of Palestine. You decided not to vote because of that. You decided that you were going to teach Democrats a lesson, and that even though Trump was bad, that by not voting or voting for someone other than Harris, you were somehow going to help people there, and in turn didn't think, if Ukraine was even in your thought process at that point, because it seemed that you guys were laser focused on Palestine and stuff. So I want to thank all of those voters, because it looks like now they're the reason why it is we have the disparaging numbers. So early on, people have been talking about how the math ain't mathing, but it looks like at this point, the reason the vote is the way it went is because, 10 to possibly 15 million people just didn't vote, right? So we're going to focus on that group more specifically, but I want to thank you guys for your apathy in voting. You didn't teach me a lesson, but you have alleviated my concern for Palestine. Because at this point, with your apathy of vote, what you've done is you've made it so we don't have to worry about Palestine anymore. You guys should pat yourself on the back for that. A big congratulations. You guys have taken care of the Palestine issue. It will be gone come January. It'll be gone. Most are saying maybe February, but the guy that's in has given the guy that runs everything over there, Israel, has told him to finish the job at any means. That's been said multiple times. So you guys did that. Congratulations. You were taking part in a G-side. I want to thank you for doing that. Now I don't have to worry about all this shit going around about support Palestine, because they're gone as a people. You've wiped them off the map. So hopefully you get to enjoy some of the pictures that go around of what's happening over there for now, because it's going to be gone before too long. And that's all because you decided not to vote because you thought you knew better. And a lot of us are more upset with you than we are with the MAGA people. We expected something from the MAGA people, and we got what we expected. But those of you that didn't vote, just like when we were trying to get Hillary in and botched that up and got us in Trump first time, you guys, man, you performed, didn't you? By doing nothing, you performed once again and gave us exactly what we did not need. So if I hear anybody, come across anybody that says, oh, I didn't vote because I don't care. I don't care anymore. Everything you get, you deserve for that. Everything. If your health is in decline, as people have been saying numerous times, if your health is in decline and you want to complain about it, you did it to yourself. Don't care. I have no sympathy for you anymore. I've had no sympathy for the people on the right. I tried to understand the ideology there, but I did multiple lives talking to people who are undecided or who were not going to vote because they thought, it was going to teach a lesson. It didn't teach me a lesson. We did this once. You guys chose not to vote once. You saw where it led, and you did it again. So that G-side is on you. Let history books know, have this as record, that when they ask why the Palestinian people were decimated by leaders in Israel, why it was because of apathetic American voters who were pompous enough to think that somehow by not voting, they'd make a difference. And you did. I mean, you did, just not for the people that you claim to protect. You're not an ally. You're a traitor and a detriment to everyone. And there's no educating you at this point. There's no lesson to learn. You can't undo what you've done. So I feel really bad for the people that were the Palestinian people. And further to that, because where things are going, I feel bad to the fact that I'm going to have to witness a history where an entire country, not just Palestine, Ukraine at this point, is now wiped off the map. And have to wonder if we're going to start seeing repeat of events, because a lot of people in Poland are expressing concern over the fact that once Ukraine is done with, that Poland is next up on the map. So I say this sarcastically. It's just can't wait to see world events unfold. I can't wait to see the violence here at home. I can't wait to see how this all goes, because it is going to get so dark. Like, yes, things may happen between now and January, but come January, it's going to be so much worse. So I'll post as much as I can, where I can, and, try to have conversations where I can. But I do believe that the time with this app is limited, and that we are going to be losing access to this app, and our ability to speak out is going to be severely clamped down, because this has been a priority for Republicans, is to get rid of something like this. So stick with me as long as you guys can. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try to address everything I can. If you want to hear opinions, I'll try to get that all out. But I think our time is limited on that, and we're going to start losing a lot of things, guys. Anyway.